Got something else coming up soon. It's gonna be the Fusion versus the Dynasty. And now we've seen exactly what the Seoul Dynasty have been able to do so far in this stage. They've been dominating along Zest as he's gonna play passively around Fitz here, as he's gonna be able to make his way back. The rest of the Dynasty are gonna show that respect to Zest, but this means that they won't be able to touch that toe on the point. Stalker though does get Fury. That's huge.
They didn't get enough from Zest's Blaze. There was a great disengage from the Seoul Dynasty there. They had beat overlap with Fixer. They had the Blade as well. That was their moment to go hyper-aggressive and really capitalize. Didn't really get anything from it.
Pop-off situation with the overclock with these charged railguns. Now he's going to be able to move in with Fitz going down, though. This is the opportunity. Fusion now coming out on top of this team fight. Stalker's opportunity to shine, though. He gets aimed up, but gets shut down immediately by Fury. Yup, the Dynasty now are exiting their way out of this round. And now the Fusion already ahead in terms of this first map.
So much work there was done by the resources, seeking the fourth map and other ways to find that true value. Vixer getting absolutely ambushed there by Prophet. Shield bash locks him in place. And this is Dynasty just completely neutral, just using the space, using tempo, and shutting down the Philadelphia Fusion. Zest and MN3 trying to kick back and show signs of life, but it will finally be laid.
Beautiful here as MN3 gets Vindane out of here. Huge right there as well with the overclock. Gets two onto Smurf. MN3 welcome here on the Sojourn. Now the rest of the Dynasty are falling through and nobody really left to contest. The Fusion on their points, 98% and counting, the overtime ticking away.
They have just absolutely dismantled it here. The golden stage interrupted by the Philadelphia Fusion.
Two. Stalker as well, going to be able to dive right in, trying to find the opportunity. Fix up fellow just ever so slightly before restabilizing himself. So does Aim God now. Aim God gets taken out though by Prophet. MN3 does trade that though, finding that pick onto Smurf. Great first pick here, denying that Junker Queen, but Stalker's going to answer right back, taking away the Junker Queen from the Fusion. Fury going to be met in the spawn. Now without Aim God dying first again, unfortunate with MN3 hitting those shots onto Stalker. So consistent in shutting down Stalker when you need to here with the overclock, but it's not going to be enough. Still, the Dynasty are running amok, specifically Fitz, and they're going to be able to finally finish. Fitz going crazy with the Astrid. Moving in with the sound barrier to contest Zest and the Blade. That's exactly what they were waiting for here. And now this forces Zest to just reposition. It uses up his Blade. He doesn't get much off of it. Instead, it's the Dynasty. Huge rampage though now coming in from Fury. It finds four. It costs Stalker his life. He won't have the Blade himself. And now they're going to be able to move into the next fight with some ultimates. But this is a good halt here for the Fusion to actually be able to now.
It's on Fury now. Fury lands a big rampage. There's no support ultimate use. Just fighting on the backline. MN3 immediately snipes Prophet off the back end of it. 19 seconds remaining. Vicky, they're going to do it with time. Path is going to stall them out.
Fury heard
has been deleted.
The Fusion managed to do it with less than 10 seconds on the clock here, Trade. Even with the desperate swaps from the Dynasty, it's not going to be enough. MN3 always getting these...
Grappling them to get forward. That's so aggressive from MN3. They can't make it work. Stalker shuts him down. The time bank is going to deplete so quickly here. Don't allow them to get the 33%. Don't allow them to get any progress whatsoever. Ongoing, the rallies popped by Prophet to reinvigorate the fight. Fury will go over to the Doomfist, cannot connect. Stalker with the cosmetic. Smurf, oh my god, that is not what you want to happen, Fusion. Smurf getting away with murder, quite literally there as Aim God has dropped down. Shout will come out, Zest answers back with Fitz, 2-for-1 trade so far. Man advantage in favor of the Seoul Dynasty. Spawn advantage still quite difficult for them to manage. They're just dropping like flies here, Vicky. That's going to be it. Seoul Dynasty tie out the series.
Wasting no time at that with a quick first pick. Stalker, though, Dynasty looking so good in that.
Fusion to push this forward.
Insane. It doesn't matter if it's on the Ash, if it's on the Sojourn, getting these important picks now.
Just in time.
With the sound barrier now, going to be able to help allow the rest of the Dynasty to move up with Smurf. Prophet falling a little low right here too. Now the sound barrier from Fixer to keep the rest of the Fusion up alive, and Fury's got the rampage here as well. 3 down though for the Dynasty, and now the Fusion can hold on to that ult and hold on to that next corner onto the high ground.
Good extension coming out here from Philadelphia Fusion. Their unit now, time to be able to go and attack Couple of ultimates across the board. But there we go. Overclock being popped by Fitz. Blade from Zest and a beat. They're all being thrown into the kitchen sink right now. And it's Smurf to go down first. Too much pressure coming in from the railgun as AimGod then follows up onto Stalker. Fusion have done enough to get the extension. Sniping the frog out of the sky as well. There you have it. Philadelphia Fusion have made it to the final section of Circuit Royale and they get the time extension. Now they're trying to play around with these staggered spawns. Was able to touch and maybe secure out some overtime here. Play from Stalker as you called it. Anti-heal affecting 4. The rally coming out from AimGod tries to sustain them. Zest goes down. I think Fury escapes their fate a little bit longer. There's 20 seconds remaining. I don't know if they're going to be able to get a counterattack. You can see that Fix is trying to linger to stall it out for more time. But he's been taken out as well. 10 seconds remaining. Someone's going to have to dart through. Who's making the beeline for it? I think they have to send AimGod for it.
I don't think it's going to be able to get done here. He's going to try to at least do it. Not going to work out.
No,
that rampage.
Use the map.
Crazy here, especially Map Fusion looking to go ahead as the Bob gets taken out from Fitz. Here comes a sound barrier from Vindaim to help put them into the position that they need to be as the Dynasty are cleaning up shop around the Fusion, wiping them out. They'll have some guide in that fight as well as their potential dreams here for this map. Now, Fixa could get that sound barrier, but now they have to deal with Profit in the rally. They have to touch the point now, nearing that finish line currently. Fusion trying to drop down. M3 falls incredibly low. The shot saves it. Oh, he still gets smurfed. That's huge here. This could turn things around for the Fusion right now. M3 survives. Zest is about to get Blade. The Dynasty understand that they back up. Oh, they shut him down though. Zest now gets the reflect, manages to catch Stalker for it.
Oh, he's pulled out the Zester.
They're doing it.
They'll make some fine flavor for the broth. The Fusion go to match point against the Seoul Dynasty. They were able to break the golden stage, not once, but twice. The Dynasty actually get the objective to start moving.
Wow, this is a great look here.
Or not.
Now, oh, wait a minute. Here's Zest going to be able to trade that though. Stalker and Zest trade both their Brigidas, but it's the Dynasty that have that number advantage. Vindaim also using that sound barrier as well as Fixa isn't going to do justice for Fusion in this case. Instead, it's the Dynasty that gets a
points for this type of map. They're at 94 beats as well. This typically becomes quite difficult to turn around. MN3 starting the counterattack with the railgun. Zest dives in with the double cut down. The resets are there and Fixa will clear out Stalker. Finally, the Fusion are able to get some mobility, but look at the distance they have to do. Repeated fight with Stalker so low that B couldn't have come any later for Vindaim to save him. Whips out the blade, doesn't have the healing, and MN3 shoots him out of the sky, ending the blade. Early, pops the overclock to find Vindaim, and again, MN3K! They can challenge this and get to that map win against the Seoul Dynasty, but Fixa being taken out by Fitz is not the way to do it. They answer back with Profit. Vicky, this could still go either way.
But they lose out on MN3, the one who's been doing so many of these plays. Zest gets taken down next, and now with nobody to touch, we got an even series on our hands. We got a map 5 trade. The Fusion are...
Philadelphia Fusion will go ahead and trade out once more. Vindaim finally ending the reign of terror. Stalker cuts down Zest. This is good for the Dynasty to start pressing back. MN3 relatively safe by the 2 kills in the fight so far. Vindaim rally from Profit to tie out. Vindaim using the ultimate overlap to give Seoul Dynasty the edge in this round. We're on downtown. The overclock rings true. 2 shots, 2 kills. Looking for MN3. He will find it, and Fitz sends them to bed. Downtown is Seoul Dynasty's. It's their territory. It's their operating region.
Sure, this 99% again in favor for Fusion, but he wants to hold on to it until right now. 3 getting caught by it. Finds Stalker.
They've done it.
Fitz. That was absolutely huge on the rampage, all because the Dynasty right there had used their only tool to help sustain that because they wanted to deny Zest Blade, and now they're going to be able to take us to a round 3 trade. Fusion.
They're so tight right now. They're just so condensed. It's really hard to split up, try and find some of these individual moments of brilliance. MN3 does their best to answer back with 2 kills because they took that off angle and was able to separate from Seoul Dynasty, but most of the team is just getting crushed in the main offensive.
He's going to be able to dive in, but he doesn't have the sustainability now until Fixa pulls out the sound barrier. Fury's also still right there. They're going to be able to delay it as Fixa goes down, and so does Zest. That only leaves Fury. The Dynasty, they clean up the Fusion, and they take the win versus the Fusion. What a series we have with the Fusion. We're so close, Trent. They were right there taking us even to a round 3 situation.
99% accrued.